It's Wednesday, and that is WTF Wednesday here on Shapefixer, and that's the day where I throw my toys out of the nursery and have a rant about something that I've seen or watched on YouTube or read about nutrition and health that is BS. And I'm having a go today at, and I'm not naming anybody, someone who has a channel on YouTube and promotes a vegan diet, a plant-based diet, and attacks the ketogenic carnivore diet. And I don't know what her agenda actually is, whether she really believes that what she's saying is right or whether she is pretending that it's a healthy option because she has some other reason for wanting everybody to be vegan. And I respect anybody who wants to be vegan so long as they are honest with themselves about what their reasons actually are. So, welcome to Shapefixer. I'm Andrew, and I'm the guy who does the rant on a WTF Wednesday. The argument that was put forward by this expert against being on a carnivore diet was just because the carnivore diet helps you lose weight, okay, that's good, lowers your blood sugar, that sounds good, reduces your anxiety, oh, I'm liking this, helps you reverse type 2 diabetes, lowers your risk of heart disease, and gives you all these other health benefits. Just because it can do those things doesn't mean it's good for you, because remember that if you have cancer and you're on chemotherapy, you also lose weight. What? What? Losing weight and lowering your blood sugar with a carnivore diet is somehow equivalent to being on chemotherapy. That's like saying to people, everyone who starves to death is really skinny just before they die, therefore losing weight is very dangerous. That's about how illogical and stupid that argument is. And quite apart from the fact that that argument in itself is just completely idiotic, what's really notable about it is that is the best argument she could come up with. If there was something else she could have said that actually made sense and was based on science, surely she would have used that. So if we're resorting to comparing a very healthy diet with very healthy outcomes to chemotherapy, I'm sorry, you've lost the argument already. I don't know why I even need to make this video. I think I'm doing it because I like ranting. This is dumb SH1T. That's what this is. This is idiotic. So I'm not saying that there are no reasons for being on a vegan diet, because I guess there are. I don't believe there are particular health benefits unless you are going from a standard Western diet high in carbohydrates and processed foods, and you're becoming a vegan and you're cutting out a lot of processed foods and a lot of sugars. You're going to be better off than you were before. So you will have some positive health outcomes. But a vegan diet is not, it just is not. It is not the healthiest diet you can be on. And the very fact is, and this is just science, these are just facts, that there are nutrients that we cannot get from plants. So if you're a vegan, you need to be on supplements. And that's fine. You can do that. You can be a vegan and you can be on supplements and you'll be fine. But you need to be on supplements. If you need to be on supplements, that is not the ideal human diet, clearly. There are no nutrients that you really, really need that you cannot get from fatty meat, basically. So you can be on a carnivore diet and you do not need any supplements. Now, you can be on a carnivore diet and be incredibly healthy. I've done that and it's been fantastic. Or you can be on a vegan diet and take lots of supplements. Fine. That's up to you. But don't talk rubbish and compare a carnivore diet to being on chemotherapy, because, oh man, surely you're not winning anybody over with that argument, unless they are already in your camp and so far down the rabbit hole, mixing up their science and their ideas of health with their notions of ethics and morals and religion and personal choice and love of Bambi, or, I mean, fine, then you've got, but then acknowledge that that's your point. You love animals and you can't bear the thought of eating an animal. Okay, that is fine, I respect that. That is your choice. Take your supplements, but don't tell the rest of us that what you're doing is the healthiest diet, because it isn't. That's just ridiculous. Okay, rant over. Use common sense, use science. And for the rest of us, we've got to look for the science and listen to it and go, is what this person is saying, does it make any sense? How can I check it? How can I cross-reference it? And if it sounds ridiculous, it's very often just ridiculous. Okay, rant over. Please subscribe to the channel. I promise my videos aren't all like this. This is just Wednesday. WTF Wednesday. This is how I get on a Wednesday. The rest of my videos I try to be a little calmer, shall we say. Thank you for subscribing to our channel. Oh hey, one last thing before you go. If you enjoyed this video and you get value from our videos, you should consider becoming a member of the Shapefixer Club for additional content and further benefits. Just click the join button below this video to find out what that's all about. It would be great to have you on board.